education in jazz. I spent a lot of time playing classical music. I've played in pop bands. I mean, I'm a hybridized person, right? I'm half Persian and half American. I have a Japanese wife. I mean, my whole family is from all over the place. So I'm pretty comfortable mixing those influences. I was really pleased when Fred told me he had a Fender Rhodes available. It's been one of my favorite instruments, and I've played it since I was 18 years old. When I graduated from high school, I asked for one as a graduation present. My dad got me one. And it's always had a certain cool, almost meditational quality to it. I especially think of Herbie Hancock's work in the 70s with it. The record Headhunters was a huge influence on me, and probably is the reason I decided to become a musician. When I came to MIT, I was already focused on music and wanting to be a musician. By my sophomore year, I was ready to do more music. And in fact, my junior year, I spent at Berklee College of Music across the river. And then came back to MIT and graduated. So in the humanities department with a degree that was combining composition and electrical engineering. And then was very blessed to have Herb Pomeroy ask me to conduct the jazz band that he had started there and done for 22 years. So I ended up back at MIT as a affiliated artist. I think that was the term they used then. Soon after starting at MIT in the jazz band, I started teaching in the music synth department at Berklee as well and conducting ensembles there. So I ended up kind of precisely between the two schools, doing at MIT one of the more musical jobs that was available there, and at Berklee doing one of the more technical jobs that was available there. You'll hear pieces of harmony or things that you might call harmony in there, but one of the things that I did to give a sense of richness was a kind of constant structure, which is where we take the melody like that and connect a series of pitches to it that don't change in interval, unlike normal Western harmony, which is a bit tricky to play, but like. Which is a different way of creating a little interest or contrast than using traditional harmony, although there is elements of traditional harmony in the piece as well. I always got a kick out of that angularity, and I started playing around with motifs in that general area. And one of my favorite parts of that is that tritone in the scale, that I've always felt that composition is work, and it really requires that you just sit down and do it and learn from your mistakes. Now, you know, someone like Mozart probably didn't function that way. I think he just kind of streamed it, right? That's definitely not me. You know, I have to work at it, and some days it's tough. You know, some days you really would rather be in the park. Or walking your dog, or doing anything else, because there's a certain fear of putting your stuff out there. But also that fear drives the process. You know, the only worst fear of playing your music in front of people is actually showing up to the session and not having anything for them to play.